Right, okay, you're being a bit annoying now, so let's just head over this way. It doesn't look like there's any more ruins. I'm going to bring my warrior back up because we're going to sort of go and settle soon, and I want to look after my settler. So don't attack me, barbarian. Oh no, you're just going to block me off annoyingly. Fair enough. Okay, there's the encampment. Good thing about Britain is it's going to be small enough that hopefully we can avoid there being too many barbarians on the island. We should get away with it, actually. Oh yeah, they are attacking us, and look, they killed themselves. Like pretty much half killed themselves trying to attack me there. I don't know why they do that sometimes. Let's keep heading up, and as I said, we're going to open with liberty. Unless we want to go tradition, should we make a bit of a difference and try and go tradition? We are stuck a little bit on the island, so maybe liberty wouldn't be the best way of starting. I don't know. I just don't like going tradition. I find it quite boring. No, we're going to go liberty. Stick to our guns. I like a good liberty playthrough. You've watched enough of my Civ videos by now to know that I have very strong opinions on tradition versus liberty. I think when played well, liberty will always beat tradition. Controversially, when played well, it's very difficult to play liberty compared to tradition. If you want to have a good solid game, reliable game, play tradition. But if you want to have good fun, play liberty. That's the way I would say. Don't know if you guys agree with that at all. I'm not expecting you to agree, but that's definitely how I view it. Right, 2 turns until we get this settler, and as I said, I'm gonna plonk down on the cotton. Now it does 2 things. It means the city produces gold per turn, which is handy. Cotton isn't it's not a very good tile to have to work because it doesn't give you production, and it's not salt, so I don't mind settling on top of cotton. And it also means that I'm in range of crab and bits and pieces later, and it gives me the faith. So that's the next place I'm going to go. We could start thinking about where we're going to put the other places. I could plonk down on the copper down here, so I could have a city down there. I could have a city sort of here, and then a city up like here maybe. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 extra cities, and then another city up here. So we can have a 6-city Great Britain. I think that would be not a bad place to be. Again, always leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Am I playing the game the way you play it? What would you do? The Pantheon founded. Someone else has got a Pantheon fairly quickly, actually, which is a little bit worrying. But we are getting 3 faith per turn. We've got a little bit. Okay, Edinburgh can now focus on building itself up a little bit. I think it's probably worth us getting a worker at some point, especially because we don't have to worry too much about threats from outside. But there's nothing to work around here, unfortunately, at the moment. But I guess we could put a farm down here. So there's 1 tile that could be worked at least. I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but we are. Yeah, I think let's get a worker. Why not? Why not? I'm sure the worker will come in handy later. Oh, here's the barbarian creeping up from the south. Very cheeky. So with Pottery, the first thing we'll do is build the granary in the capital and then follow that up with a shrine. Normally I'd dive straight into shrine. Oi! That's where I was going to settle. God, it's so rude. We get extra production in each city, and we'll get another settler soon as well. I think the next place to go, yeah, if we go down for copper, I think that would be not a bad move at all. We've got to be careful we don't settle too many cities too quickly, though, because happiness is a little bit of an issue for us. And unfortunately, we have an island where we have a split of things we need. We need calendar and trapping, and they're both sort of on different sides of the map at the moment, so it's not the best. But never mind. We'll make do. Oh, that was another Pantheon. Sorry, what was that Pantheon? Notification log. Ranged combat strength and healing adjacent units. Fair enough. Okay, let's settle the second city. Dublin. Okay, fair enough. That's not entirely where Dublin is, really, is it? But never mind. Right, you heal up quickly, and the city can just blast these guys away. Good. I'll build a monument up. Get myself some extra culture. And look, on top of the tree. I don't entirely think that's the an accurate reflection of how the game is going, but never mind. Never mind. I don't mind that at all. I think after pottery, the next thing to go for would be mining to get ourselves that extra happiness from a copper down there. And then trapping or calendar, I think, would be the best thing. We need to get the luxuries, unfortunately. Otherwise, we might be a little bit stuck later on. 2 happiness is going to be a bit of an issue. Here we go. Attacking us. What are you doing? Come on, stop it. There we go. That barbarian is pretty much wasted already. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Actually, you know what? No, we'll use our warrior just to level him up a little bit more. We'll go for rough terrain. There you go, like that. Perfect. That's fine, and then we'll heal him up in a bit. And then we can possibly think about dealing with that encampment. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, to be honest, but it is a little bit annoying nonetheless. Yep, right, you heal yourself up. With a few of the early turns. Population free capital, to be honest, it could be far better. But there we go, at least we're getting something. 1 happiness, though, is a bit of an issue. I reckon we're going to be able to get to a stage where we've got an Edinburgh of strength 4 and a Dublin of strength 2, and then we'll sort of happy out. And then we'll plonk another city down there. We just need to get... Yeah, we'll get mining. That's at least 1 luxury for us. Unless we want to get sailing to get the crabs. Ooh, it's all split. I think mining would be good, because then we can get rid of some of these forests if we need to. And it's the quickest. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because there's a lot of forests on all of the luxuries. Now, I think that's going to be the thing we have to do. Fair enough, right. Keep pressing on. Don't doubt yourself, Ryan. Trust. Trust yourself. Okay, here's our worker. We'll get a granary going, and then a shrine. If you remember, we've got 5 faith per turn coming in now, because we've got another 2 faith coming in from Dublin. I might rename my cities to get more accurate locations for them, because that's clearly not Dublin. Oh, look, and I can actually put a farm on that hill, of course, because it's next to fresh water. Of course. Okay, right, well, we'll do that. We'll focus on improving things around Edinburgh first, before we go to Dublin. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, I think. Almost near our next policy. Oh, hello. Here's the barbarian. Right, we'll move into the city, get ourselves a bit more ranged attack, and then attack. Good. Only 21 there, it's not the best. There's actually 2 tiles now that I can improve. Fair enough. Man, I'm going to need all of these workers, apparently. Right, Dublin will now level up to level 2. Again, it's all the extra science, it all helps. But we're now on 0 happiness, and at the moment, Dublin is going to get the level ahead of Edinburgh. And I would actually prefer it the other way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to just stick ourselves on avoid growth for now. No, that's not going to make a difference. Right, hang on, we'll force ourselves to work 2 forest tiles. There we go. Stop Dublin from growing for a sec, and then we'll let Edinburgh grow with that last happiness. I like a good strong capital where possible. Okay, we'll build that. Good. Right, we'll go and take down this chump. Pictish warriors would be quite handy. Our unique unit, they would get us some extra faith from all of these kills. But I think that's probably just on our wish list at the moment. Okay, 81 hit points. That means he'll heal in 2 turns, and I can go and attack that camp. Be good. Now, what am I going to do with my next? I think my next city, I'm just going to plonk it straight where London should be. I think that's the best thing to do, definitely. Because then when I get mining, I'll get the extra happiness immediately. Yeah. Yeah, it's the best thing to do. I think our settler is going to appear in Edinburgh, though, isn't it? So we'll just do this. Okay, there's the settler. Fantastic. Down he comes, and he can sort of join up with my warrior, and we can go and settle down there. Good, good, good. Yeah, happiness is a real issue for us at the moment, but never mind. Oh, especially with another barbarian there and everything. Right, you just alert, keep yourself safe. Press on. Fantastic. Okay, right, what we're going to do is we're going to attack you. And we will hit there because you are clearly in the way. Settler, you just wait there for a second. You know, if it waits a turn or two before we settle, that's not the worst thing in the world. Because unfortunately we are in a place at the moment where mining is a bit of an issue. 12 turns away before it would actually get the happiness anyway. It's not the worst thing in the world. Go, attack there. And then we'll... Can our settler move? Yep, we can move to that. Good. Awesome. Choose production. Let's build the shrine up because growth is less of an issue at the moment. And then we'll build the granary. Good. Worker. Fantastic. Oh, we've got barbarian galleys already. Some of these Scottish, the Outer Hebrides, are already infested with barbarians. That's never a good thing. More pantheons founded. God of War. There we go. We've actually fallen to second now. We're going to fall back into the midst of the scores, I think, unfortunately, but never mind. Right. They are dead. Good. Keep heading this way. Now, settling the city is going to put us massively into unhappiness. But there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Settler. Here we go. I think that's there. Good. Some of these improved tiles as well. Once we go into unhappiness, having these improved hills are going to be very good because they'll get us production whilst maintaining a little bit of food to keep us going. They're not bad tiles to have, actually. Keep the production in Edinburgh nice and high. Okay, let's settle down. We're going to get 1.8 unhappiness for the cities and another unhappiness for the population, so we should go to -3. Oh, -4. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, actually. Oh yeah, because of the way the rounding happened. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, there we go. Well, we're not growing anymore, unfortunately, but that's just what it is. Maybe I should have waited. Never mind. I'm going to rename these places because these are clearly not... This is clearly London. That's where London should be. Oh, no. Capitals. Ahoy. London. There we go. And then we'll get... this isn't Dublin. I mean, I want to call it Norwich, but Norwich I could get away with calling it there. But this is Norfolk here. But it's a little bit... It's the other side of the river. I don't want to call it... I think Hull. Hull is probably the closest city to there. So I'm going to have to call it Hull. But I don't want to, so I am going to call it Norwich. I know it's a little bit... It's not quite where Norwich is. It's one tile away, but you know what? For me, that's fine. I can live with myself with that. Now... The price for being on top of the copper is that I'm not getting the full faith bonus from the city, so we're going to go straight for a shrine on this one, and then we'll build a monument after that. Keep the culture and faith coming in. And there we go, and we've got this shrine just about done. Pantheon founded, one with nature. Oh, someone's got natural wonders. It's probably Spain, I reckon. Spain or Portugal have the Rock of Gibraltar, so... That won't be the best for us. So here we go. Warrior, that's fine. Okay, so what am I going to build now? I'm going to get a free worker by progressing into Liberty a little further. That's not such an issue for us. A settler at this point wouldn't help at all. So I think we'll for now we'll just build a warrior just so that we can try and take care of this camp there. For now that'll have to do. Oh, we've gone back up to the top of the scores. Yay! Fantastic. Right. Oh, there's also pearls there. I saw crabs, but I didn't see the fact there were pearls. Now, that's actually quite handy. Maybe sailing is the next best thing to get to get the cargo ships up as well, because we've got 2 luxuries with that one. Yeah, I'm willing to believe that is the case. Right, here we go. Let's go and look for this barbarian encampment. We'll go show it what for. I think it'll definitely be the thing to do. Now, later in the game, once the game slows down a little bit, I'm going to start skipping the space between turns, just so that you don't have to watch that. But for now, it seems to be running fairly quickly. I seem to be nattering on fairly well. Yeah, I mean, there's no point cutting it at the moment, but we'll see. Yeah, 4 unhappiness is a problem. 3 unhappiness would have been fine, because with 1 luxury I would have been able to sort of sort that out and get a little bit of growth, but that would only put us onto 0 with this crab. And we've got more crabs out here. Okay, so there's more luxuries off the coast than I was kind of fearing. Might want to think about sticking a settlement down here. We've got double jade and dyes, which is not a bad move actually, so that's, we'll keep an eye out for that. There we go. So we'll sort of move upwards a little bit. We want to fight near the city where possible. 8% decrease in fighting skill is not helpful, but there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it's going to be here. Here is going to be where we settle. Right, there we go. So we'll attack that. Because we've got, remember, it's always a 4 tile minimum, unfortunately, with where you can settle. So we've got to be careful we sort of settle in as many places as possible. But the way we're going, Liberty, means that we should be in a good place for that. So I'm not worried. Not worried, promise. I'm more worried by all of these barbarian galleys, I'll be honest. These are sort of floating around everywhere. Here we go. We'll go for double rough terrain fighting now. Yay! Fantastic. We've got a warrior. Good. How many times until mining? 2 turns, so chopping down a forest. Oh, we can actually start producing wealth as well after that point. That might not be a bad move. The reason I'm not building a caravan is I'm waiting until we get sailing, and I'm going to build a sailing ship instead. That would be the better use of our trade routes. And there's no point rushing to get a caravan now, because we've got no city-states on the island, and we've got no space for growing. Look, Brussels is already 5. Wow, they're putting us to shame. To shame. Right, we'll get another warrior for now. It's always good to have a warrior or 2. We'll head you down south. Come and help with this encampment. Worker, I'm sort of heading down here to this farm, and there's not many tiles I can improve. Actually, I may as well... Yeah, I'll improve this one. There's not many tiles I can improve, unfortunately, but we'll do the best with what we've got. Right, here we go. So, we've now got 8 faith coming in a turn. Now we've got 2 shrines up, and we should have a maximum of 9 faith per turn. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that's going to be enough for us to get the first dib on religion, but you never know, really. You never know. It could go either way. Heal you up. Now that you're in our territory. The good thing as well is because we've got tradition, as soon as we stick a monument up, we'll have 3 culture. We should start, I mean, our land should start expanding a lot quicker in our places. Okay, mining. Good. And here we go. We're on 0 happiness again, which is good. Right, Norwich, we're going to take you off, forcing you to work those tiles. You do what you want to do now. That's absolutely fine. We should have 1 more growth. It should mean that Edinburgh gets to size 4 before we lose happiness again. But you know what? That's fine. We can live with that. Worker, yeah, you... Oh, we could actually put a mine down here, but no. For now, we'll put farms. I'm probably going to instead put lumber mills on our forests instead. I think that'll probably be the best thing to do. But we'll see. I think better to have food at the start of the game, especially when the tiles don't produce that often. Once we start getting 4 food tiles, 3 or 4 food tiles in plenty, I can start thinking about putting mines down a little bit more. It's fine. Right, here we go. The encampment. We can start taking you down now. Another pantheon founded. Goddess of the hearth. Ooh, sugar, spices and truffles. Someone likes to cook.